I learned more about the treacherous journey he took to get from Afghanistan to Eugene. We sat down to discuss the impact the U.S. military pullout in Afghanistan had on himself and his family, why he had to leave his homeland, and what's next for local Afghan refugees. On August 15, 2021, the United States officially withdrew all U.S. forces from Afghanistan.
August 15 actually for us were a dark day.
This is 28-year-old Nasrat Ibrahimi. He recalls that day and says everyone around him panicked, running without direction.
5 minutes away with cars takes 5 hours because everybody was on the street without doing anything.
Ibrahimi was a target for the Taliban for having worked with the previous government and media. He arrived at the Kabul airport right as the ISIS bomb went off, which killed 170 Afghan civilians and 13 U.S. troops, and could not leave. He was forced into hiding with his family for 2 months after the Taliban threatened him. Ibrahimi and his family began their journey to Iran and then to Brazil, where they received a humanitarian visa. From there, Ibrahimi went ahead of his family to Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia through the treacherous Darien Gap and Mexico. NPR and CNN report that the Darien Gap is a notoriously dangerous rainforest and a popular route for migrants. Ibrahimi was one of the 133,000 people who made this crossing in 2021. He says he made his way by every means of transportation you could imagine: walking, bus, train, boat, airplane, etc. Ibrahimi reached the U.S. in November 2021. His family joined him 3 months later. He chose Eugene because his colleague from home had relocated there 2 years prior.
Yeah, when I come here, I find there is amazing place. The people is amazing and also very kind, very helpful.
One of the many people who's helped Ibrahimi and his family is Christine Zeller-Powell, director of the Refugee and Immigrants Program at Catholic Community Services of Lane County. She says the organization has welcomed over 36 Afghan refugees.
We commit to providing furnished housing, food in the beginning. We help people make sure they have their identity documents in place, social security numbers, work authorization, Oregon ID, and then we help them apply for whatever public benefits they're eligible for.
Ibrahimi is now releasing a documentary about the life of Afghan refugees in Eugene. Ibrahimi says the biggest takeaway he wants people to get from his film is that everybody has a unique story, and that refugees greatly contribute to the beautiful melting pot that is the United States. He's also working on writing a book about his long journey from 2021 up until now.
I take my life on my one hands, and also I take my dreams to my another hands. So one of my hand was my dream to making a good life, safe life for my kids and also for my family, for my nation in Afghanistan. The other ones was my life. Maybe I lost my life in this journey. It was very hard, but I'm glad I make it.
In Eugene, I'm Juliette Smith. Now, if you're interested in watching Ibrahimi's film, you'll get the chance to see the premiere this coming Tuesday at First United Methodist Church in Eugene at 6 p.m.
Now, Juliette, did he happen to mention what his favorite part of relocating to Eugene was?
Kendall, he said the best part has been the people. He's been overwhelmed by everyone's kindness and understanding. When I asked him what the hardest part was for him, he wouldn't answer, and he just kept reiterating how grateful he is to be here in Eugene.
All right, thank you so much, Juliette. That was very well done.